Hello, listeners of the Waffle Press Movie Podcast. I'm your host, Diego Crespo. This is not the start of the panel we did at LA Comic-Con. That's coming up in just a minute. I just wanted to preface it by saying it was a really great experience. We always love going to LA Comic-Con for these panels. This was the most fun we've ever had. Yet, in my opinion, this is the most fun I've had. I'll speak for myself. I don't think it could have gone much better. We had the biggest turnout we've ever had. A couple real world listeners popped by to say hello. Some old friends, some new friends. Everyone who's there, I would consider a new friend now, frankly. We had such a receptive audience to our nerdy bullshit. Everyone got really engaged. Frankly, I wish more people, I got the audience engagement early. That's not on them. That's just and there wasn't anything wrong. It was just it was so much fun, even more so when everyone started shouting out oh, what about this franchise? What about that? And it was really great. I wish everyone could be there. I'm prefacing this because the audio quality, no idea what happened. We only did an audio recording, not a video recording for this year. It's not very good. Really, no idea what went wrong there. I'm going to assume it was the LA Convention Center, technical difficulties. Our room was, it was good. It was actually a good room. 402A, which was the first left on the panel room sections of the convention center. We were right next to a larger room with louder audience members, and that's perfectly fine. But that's not even the problem. The audio gain's all fucked up a little bit. But we had such a great time. I really want to share it with everyone anyways. And really, really just so appreciative to anybody who's been on this journey with us, who's engaged with us, been friendly with us. You're all the best. This was the best. It was also the aftermath of my birthday week. So it's just been a very special time for me and the podcast. And I wanted to show my appreciation and how grateful I am. So if you can hear it, please enjoy the episode. Talk to the rest of you soon.
It's time to rock and roll!
It's 5 on the dot. Gene and I just have moments because we're the hosts.
He's pressing buttons. Oh, Aaron came.
What?
Like a baseball game?
Yeah. We're getting hyped.
Good.
Okay, hello everyone. Good afternoon. I probably don't need to speak directly into that. We're the Waffle Press Movie Podcast. We're here to debate the best film franchises of all time. I'm your host and moderator for today, Diego Crespo. Woo! Thank you. Let me pull up my notes because I came prepared today. And if you listen to the podcast, I know a couple people here actually do, that's not always the case. But today is special because I brought friends with me, including my co-host, Gina Versa.
Hey, how you doing? Thank you.
How you doing, Gene?
Doing good, yeah. Thanks.
How good is it?
Oh, it's pretty good. Thanks everyone for coming.
Yeah, sincerely, thank you everyone for coming. Some people do listen to the show, but I know most people here probably don't, and that's okay, because we're just here to have a good time and have fun. We're going to debate the best film franchises, what determines a film franchise. It's got to have more than 2 entries, so unfortunately no Grease or anything like that. There's nothing wrong with Grease. Even if some people aren't crazy about it, there's nothing wrong with it. I'm just saying it doesn't qualify as a franchise. You got to have 3 or more. And we're going to stick to mostly movies. So, spoiler alert, Star Trek's not on here.
What?
Mostly.
What did you say? Star Trek. Yeah.
But there's more TV shows, and I love Star Trek.
No
but
one's
also,
talking about Star Trek,
no one picks Star Trek. That's the real reason why we're not talking about it.
That's why we're not talking about it.
Okay, you guys want to go? No.
This is Star Trek.
I'm going to go down the row and have everyone else introduce themselves.
With me?
With you. Yeah, sorry.
Hello, I'm Felicia Wade. I'm a cosplayer, I'm an actor, I'm a film critic and a screenwriter. And I'm excited to debate movies.
And after Gene?
Oh, that's me.
My name is Maggie Kennedy.
Thank you. I am a cosplayer, a film nerd, and my mom took a lot of Tylenol when she was pregnant with me.
Hello, I'm Ross Sharma. I'm an actor, host, and entertainment journalist. And my mom probably took some Tylenol.
What's your Tylenol level, everybody?
Hi, I'm Bill Bria. I am a film journalist, film critic, commentary track recorder, and I'm on Tylenol right now.
That's right.
Tylenol.
Wow.
All right, so
One Tylenol after another.
we could discuss the merits of Tylenol after the show, but we're all pro Tylenol here, just for the record. But let's just get into it because we don't have that much time left. So, Felicia, why don't you just tell us what franchise you're fighting for today?
I'm just. Do you want me just to say the franchise or introduce it?
Would you? I mean,
Introduce it.
introduce it.
Well, I mean, this panel is called One Franchise to Rule Them All, so I will be debating for Lord of the Rings.
And thank you. I will be debating 007 James Bond.
I'm talking about the greatest film franchise of all time. It's a 10 movie franchise soap opera. It's called Saw.
I decided to be a basic bitch. I'm going to do Star Wars.
I only need 8 words to introduce my franchise. In space, no one can hear you scream. Alien.
And you know what? Actually, let's start with Bill then. Bill, tell us a little bit about your connection to the franchise. Why did you pick it?
I picked it because it's something that's been in my life for the longest time. I originally didn't want to see these movies when I was growing up because I was a little scared of a lot of movies. I would go to the horror section and freak myself out at the video store. My brother wanted to watch Aliens. We recorded off of HBO for years and years, and I insisted not to watch it because I was too scared. And eventually the Sci-Fi Channel, if anybody's old enough to remember that channel, that used to be cool, it did a broadcast of Alien, where Tom Skerritt, who plays Dallas in the first film, would give behind the scenes material in between commercial breaks, and he told us about the chest burster sequence and how he filmed it before I ever saw it for the first time. So it really kickstarted my love of filmmaking and behind the scenes and how these movies get made and how they work as structural, beautiful crafts of art and everything like that. And then I just became a fanatic about the franchise. I read all the Dark Horse comic books growing up. I even wrote fan fiction in 7th grade, where I did an Aliens novel for 7 chapters before I abandoned it. And yeah, it's only continued to pay dividends throughout my life. It's something I really feel a strong connection to, and I think it's one of the most creative and creatively fulfilling and consistent franchises that's out there.
Wow. Mr. Law, take it away.
Well, Bill, that makes me really nervous the way you introed yours. I chose Star Wars. I'm going to be very honest. There's a nostalgic factor, I think, for me, for a lot of people. Even walking into this convention today, I saw many different Star Wars characters, and I think it's just one of those franchises that has touched the hearts of a lot of people, regardless of the what you can say about the fandom or some of the projects aren't perfect. I don't think the franchise is perfect, but I do think it's one of the strongest ones that we've got. I don't know. I just love Star Wars. I love stars. War. War's great, and I'd love to talk about it, but no, it's just a nostalgic love that I have, and the characters, the way that they presented the hero's journey. I don't know. Luke Skywalker was just always the guy for me. So that's where I'm coming from with the Star Wars slip.
That's really lovely to hear. I love that for you. I knew I was gonna maybe lose some people because horror is not everyone's favorite thing. But some of the most iconic franchises to me are horror franchises, and then there's the one that I love the most, which is Saw. It's insane, it's crazy, and it honestly, like I said earlier, it reads like a soap opera almost. And I just think that the insane like in the films you say like, oh, there's the cop or like detective plot, and then there's the trap plot. If you take away the trap plot, if you don't like gore, you can watch those movies and like those detectives are just having a diva off the whole time. They are crazy. They are amazing. I love the filmmakers. I love James Wan and Lee Winnell, and I do love gore. I can't deny it. I think it's very cool. So just Saw means a lot to me, and I wanted to talk about something that I care about. And also, I'm here to convince you guys. I'm here to convince at least one person to watch a Saw movie when they get home.
So they could say they saw
it. You can saw it.
Yeah, damn.
Time to go home, everyone.
I think we have a winner.
Yeah, that's a tough act to beat. But yeah, I chose James. Thank you. I chose James Bond. It's one of the longest running film franchises, almost 60 years, or yeah, I think more than 60 years. But yeah, it's I can't think of any other film character or franchise that constantly is changing based on the time period. In the 70s, it's more like you have Roger Moore. It's very Star Warsy. You got like space. He's going into space. In the 80s, he's like super like serious and like killing people. And then Daniel Craig, it's basically just Batman Begins. So yeah, it's just like they just copied that. Yeah, it was good. Yeah. So yeah, it's just like constantly reinventing himself. And yeah, I don't know what we'll see with Amazon, but as of right now, it's pretty good. We'll see.
Huge handicap immediately.
All right, I am here to chat Lord of the Rings. I think hopefully most people are familiar with it, but if you're not, it is one of the oldest running franchises / adaptations. Arguably, it started the modern fantasy movement. So I have a personal connection. I watched the 1977 Hobbit animated adaptation. That was my gateway. Yes, my gateway drug. It was so good. I was the weird kid watching the TV movie thinking that this was really cool, and then dived into the books, and then obviously we got the 2000s movies. But it is still running today. We got a movie coming out in 2027, and we currently have Rings of Power on Amazon Prime. So you could say one of the longest running franchises. Yeah, that's true.
No, all good statements. You know what? Because I feel like you guys kind of undersold yourselves a little bit each time, and I don't want. Well, not everyone, but most people. Okay. Well, let's just get crazy. Let's not hold back.
50 minutes about Saw.
I mean, we got 15 minutes.
Other people here.
All I'm saying is that everyone in this room, every one of these franchises, someone in this room loves at least one entry in each of those franchises. Am I wrong? No? Thank you.
This is your panel.
Oh, it sounded like you might be a little bit wrong.
I can be wrong. But all that to say, I want all of you to come up with like a declarative statement or something on these franchises. Like, why is it the best? You guys all talked about why you liked them. That's great. But now, like, let's get a little cutthroat.
Okay, Diego. Alien, as I said in my intro, which maybe you weren't listening to it, it's one of the most consistently creative and I think top of its intelligence franchise out there. All of these franchises are great. I love all of them that we're talking about in this panel, of course. But I think that those low points in each of those franchises are lower for me than anything in Alien. So. There you go.
Whoa.
I just broke it.
You broke the whole thing.
Okay, don't go that hard.
Does anyone else have a definitive statement they'd like to share before I go? Because I don't.
Say it, Star Wars. Well, I would like to say about Saw is that this is a franchise that knows what it is and it knows what to deliver. Because other franchises, you watch them and you're like, oh, this, like I'll say like Thunderbolts, like in a Marvel franchise. People were like, oh, it's not really like a typical Marvel movie. Like it has more heart, it has more things. You're not going to find that with Saw. Saw is a Saw movie. They're all Saw movies. They know what they're doing. They have crazy editing. They have such a consistent tone, consistent writing. All these characters are, pardon my French, fucking batshit crazy. They all are, but they are consistently written batshit crazy the entire time. John Kramer is never, that's Jigsaw by the way, is never going to waver on on his morals, on what he stands for. There's no writer of Saw has ever misunderstood Saw. Those things are Saw. Also, Saw has done good for the community. Have you ever heard of the Saw blood drive? They literally encourage people to donate blood to the American Red Cross in honor of Jigsaw. And in 2017, when Jigsaw came out, the theme was all are welcome, because they wanted to fight against the FDA's regulations of gay and bisexual men not being able to donate blood. And the Saw franchise took a stand against that, and they wanted to know that everyone's welcome. Jigsaw is not homophobic, I guess. He does not judge. Well, he does. That's the whole thing. Jigsaw is literally an ally. He's not going to put you in a trap because you're gay. He's going to put you in a trap because you smoke cigarettes, okay? What up?
I don't want to fight against Maggie. I feel like you got it.
I don't know how to top that.
Then don't.
And you know what, Gene? We won't. We won't top it. I think I'm simply going to say that Star Wars has, to me, the most pathway to discovery for the franchise as a whole, because people can fall in love with different parts of the trilogies or different trilogies. I think for me, I grew up with Luke's story, right? Then there's some people who are introduced through the prequels or the TV shows, and I feel bad for the people who were introduced with the sequel trilogy. But there's some bright parts there. But that is why I'm choosing Star Wars, is the pathway to discovery.
Well, the next Star Wars movie, the trailer came out, it looks like a Discovery Plus original. It looks so bad, and you are standing here in front of everyone and saying, yes, you should watch that because I love Star Wars.
I want to reiterate something. You guys can lie. You guys don't, even if you don't like the movies that are in the franchise, you can say,
don't lie because you'll be put in a saw trap.
You know?
You can be gay, but you can't lie.
You got some principles here. Come on. Damn it.
Did you go, Bill?
Yeah.
Gene, who's the first one? Do you remember what I was talking to? Gene's very hardworking film editor. If anybody needs film editing jobs out there in the world, Gene Verse is the guy you want to go. I know, I just hijacked the show. Actually, hire my friend.
So thank you. Yeah, for James Bond, I just feel that, kind of said it, kept reinventing himself, but the longevity of this franchise, decades in the making, and I guess before Jeff Bezos booted them, the Broccoli family as producers are so the Broccoli family, they were the main producers on all the Bonds as of recent, and they just really curated the character and protected it, so it's it stayed consistent more or less, even though you have huge jumps and craziness in between each movies. Yeah, they didn't die another day. Yeah, that sounds great.
That's good. All right. I'm ready for my stats. Lord of the Rings is the only series of this volume with 20 hours of cinema, entirely directed, written, produced by the same person and creative teams. Did you know that the 2001 to 2003 trilogy was shot consecutively for 400 days in New Zealand? What other franchise can say that they shot for 400 consecutive days? Isn't that 200? What? Anyways, I'd also like to say that they were nominated for 30 Academy Awards, winning 17 of them. For Return of the King, they swept all their nominations by winning 11 Academy Awards. I'd also like to bring up a little movement that Lord of the Rings inspired called the Mid-Century Medieval Revival in the 70s. This inspired a whole movement of fashion, of politics, of ideals, and I also say it's kind of coming back. So, who has a cultural impact like Lord of the Rings?
Those are all good arguments. I really want you guys to start cutting loose.
Don't tell me that. Straight up, don't tell me that.
I didn't really prep you guys for this part, but
The first Saw movie, the first Saw movie premiered in 2004 at the Sundance Film Festival, which was founded by Robert Redford. Rest in peace, by the way. And then it was picked up by Lionsgate, and Lionsgate has had the rights ever since. And it only recently, Twisted Pictures, which are the producers that made the first Saw movie, they actually disbanded because they could not agree on where they wanted to take it. They love that shit so much that they were like, if we can't figure it out, it's just not going to happen. And they sold their rights to Blumhouse. And Twisted Pictures does not even exist anymore because all they were doing was Saw. And I think Dead Silence, maybe? I don't know. So, yeah. And also, I would like to say that Saw, it has no tie-in shows, no reboots, and only one very, very soft spin-off of Spiral, the Book of Saw. If you can even call that a true spin-off, which I really like that movie. Hot take, maybe. It is beautiful. Again, a soap opera. There are so many iconic phrases and kills and traps. You know, game over. Do you want to play a game? Billy the Puppet. If you've never even seen a Saw movie, you know who Billy the Puppet.
I'm sorry, Maggie. Did you say the game over is something that Saw can claim?
No, I said that they say it in the movie, dummy.
Because I think Big Taxi is Private Hudson. I think it has a little bit of a work like that.
I didn't say they created it. I said that it's in the movie. They say it with their words.
Anybody else want to chime in? Because I want to throw something in the mix right now. I want you all to do that more. I want you all to pick something about someone else's franchise that you hate.
The Broccoli's just sold the rights to Amazon, and Jeff Bezos is going to kill the world, and he's going to kill James Bond. So enjoy it while you last, people. This is not the train to get on, okay?
I was going to start singing Jeffrey Bezos.
Be nice.
No, don't be nice.
I think that it's almost a shared opinion at this point that the brand of Star Wars has been diluted to such a degree that it's become alienating, which is a problem in a big way. And it's something that myself, as someone who considers the original Star Wars as a milestone movie in my education and my love of film, it's really sad to see, and it's not Wells' fault. He didn't do it, but it could be. But yeah, I think that obviously the sale to Disney and the whole Lucasfilm banner falling under their corporation has really not been ultimately a boon to that franchise, which is a problem.
I do think, though, it's still iconic, regardless. I think there are phrases like "May the Force be with you," or like "I'm your father," right? Like that's a good one, right? I do think that that's like recognizable enough that it has staying power, and I think it's cool that there are multiple generations that will love and participate in this fandom. I can't disagree with you with the dilution, but I do think having the wider net is cool to a degree of like people like I said, discovering this and falling in love with the franchise or the characters. Like you can find someone within that universe that you can connect to in some way. For me, it was Luke Skywalker. I think for a lot of young boys at the time it was like Luke Skywalker, or it's Princess Leia, right? I don't know. I can't disagree with you, but I do think there's still like a lot of power left in the Force, if you will.
Yeah. Let me attack someone else too, because I think that all of these, Diego wants it. Diego said, all of the franchises have an issue of, there's, some more than others are liked by a lot of people, but I do think that it is interesting that James Bond in particular is a franchise where it is based around an actor, particularly, and not necessarily a director or a story or anything like that. And that's a problem for a franchise as much as it's got longevity. As much as it's got what's the best James Bond? James?
Which white guy is it, huh?
Damn! It's the best James Bond is the one you grew up with, so mine is Daniel Craig.
Oh my God!
Wow, not even the best James Bond.
You know what? I'll say, in terms of fandom and things like that, if you say, hey, you should join the Saw fandom, you don't have to say, hey, join the Saw fandom. Just ignore all the racist and sexist ones. You know who we have to do that to? Star Wars, buddy. Star Wars.
Valid.
Bummer.
All right, so for Saw X, biggest criticism, Jigsaw suddenly has some sort of like morality. And, it feels so out of place for Jigsaw where it's like, he was sadistic, and then suddenly, like, he has trying to protect this kid. I just felt like that was not handled well.
Don't take that while you're talking. Well, to be fair, Jigsaw has never killed a child. He, in fact, in Saw 6, he apologizes. He puts a mother and child not in a trap, but they are like in their own little cage, and they're watching someone go through the games. And at the end of the games, he actually lets the mother and child decide if they want that man to die, because that man is the owner of a healthcare company, and he denied coverage to the kid's dad, who later died from cancer because he had a pre-existing condition. These movies talk about the real thing. They talk about how corrupt our healthcare system is. They talk, what else they talk about? They talk about how cool blood is. They talk about, actually, Saw X, they talk about medical malpractice and people prey on John Kramer. And yeah, he's never killed a kid, okay? And he even says, like, when his liaisons and apprentices are, like, not doing things his way, he literally, like, someone throws, like, one of the victims, he's, like, unconscious, he, like, throws him on the ground, and he's like, hey, that's a human being right there. John Kramer truly believes that these people, if they cared enough about life and if they had the will to live, that they could get out of these traps. Do I agree with that as, like, a person? No, probably not. But I mean, like, if you're cops, if you're listening, like, I don't think that's right. I think it's bad. But John Kramer does believe in it. He believes in it the entire time, and he's always believed that, you know, that there is an innocence to children, which is why he does not want that child to come into harm in Saw X, which is an 81 on Rotten Tomatoes, by the way. It's a very good score. Thank you so much. So that's that. What on it?
I just want to say really quickly, at first I was like, I don't know if we need the 18 plus banner for this panel. It's not going to be anything. And then, like, Mag's like, blood.
I told you I was talking about Saw. What do you say?
But this is neither positive or negative. I'm just saying, like, it was clearly the right choice. And continue the arguments. This is great. I do want you all to think about your favorite entry in the franchise as well. I want to talk about that eventually. But if anyone else want to, like...
Oh, yeah, Bill, you want to talk about Alien Romulus? I mean, I like the movie, but I know a lot of other people don't. You want to defend that right now?
Yeah, no, I think it's the greatest hits of the Alien franchise. Obviously, it is there for a restart of, you know, the franchise theatrically to try and get more interest in it as a viable franchise going forward, because the last couple of movies made by Ridley Scott, which are now generally very, very well liked, but they're not very, very well liked when they came out. But no Alien movie, even the first one, was generally well liked when it came out by the critics. By the public, it's a different story, but certainly there was a lot of contemporary criticism for the first 1979 Alien, which was not favorable, and people were deriding it as just another monster movie, just another creature movie, and it wasn't until later that people really saw the impact of this franchise and how much it was influencing the culture, especially not just the genre space, but also just in general. You know, one of the most progressive movies just to give a female character, you know, a heroic lead part in a genre movie, which heretofore never really happened in a big way. Obviously in horror it had, but, you know, in science fiction there was a whole different ballgame. And in terms of Romulus, you know, yeah, I think that there's obviously issues with it, and I don't know, it's depending on your own personal taste. Would you rather see a de-aged CGI, you know, sort of leave home, or would you rather see?
It's not de-aged. The man is like, he's dead.
Right, he's dead.
Brought him back to life.
Right, but then there's also Tobin Bell in the backwards cap. Don't forget about Tobin Bell in the backwards cap. It's pretty great.
Yeah, because that's amazing. He's how do you do, fellow kids?
How old is he supposed to be in that scene?
I don't know. Not 80.
What else we got?
That was your Romulus.
No other backstabs or bloodletting right now. You guys are similar.
No, Bill's so well spoken, man. It kind of blew me away.
I've been talking a lot, so I kind of want to.
I have a fun one for Team Star Wars. You know,
kick him while he's down.
Well, you know, there's some other languages in Star Wars, like Arabic and all that. But I'd like to argue for Lord of the Rings that there are 7 languages introduced.
She's a linguist, people.
You know, just for funsies. I mean, what other franchise on here can say that they introduced whole languages?
The language of love.
That's just, I think, amongst us, it's just Star Wars, right?
Yeah.
I know Ewoks speak
That's what I was
Tagalog.
like. That's a fun. Yeah.
That one's for me, as a Filipino. I mean, there are definitely other languages in the Star Wars universe. I don't know if it's probably more than 7. I couldn't tell you though off the top of my head if they're like languages that were fully developed in the same way.
2 writing systems as well.
Are you talking about Lord of the Rings now?
Yeah, right.
She's been talking about Lord of the Rings the whole time.
I'm just like really nervous being between these two right now. what can I say to refute that?
Just extra.
Yoda speaks backwards, which is pretty cool. I don't know if that's a language necessarily.
It's not. No.
It's not a language, but it's a vibe. It's syntax. It's a vibe. Here's what I'll say. Marketability. I think Star Wars is so cool because we got things like theme park, like the merchandising is so strong. And I think that's something that derives from the language that they have, like the writing all over Disney Park. You're looking at me like I'm crazy.
Yeah, because your argument right now is you love capitalism.
That's all I know.
Consume, buy products with the rubies on it, buy them.
Yes.
Buy a Yoda plushie.
I'm talking about longevity. Yeah. You know, it's the Lucas way is spend money, make money. I'm floundering here.
It's okay.
But I do
Don't say
But I do think there's. I will bring up iconography. Right. Star Wars has a lot of things that are just iconic to a lot of people, like the lightsaber, like the Darth Vader and Stormtrooper garb. Like I think there's stuff like that will consistently have staying power in the long run. Whereas I don't know. Personally, I didn't grow up with like a Lord of the Rings. Like I wasn't as big into the fantasy world. But I do think Star Wars does something where it combines fantasy, combines the hero's journey, and stories that have been told, but it's repackaged in a way that I think is like consumable. Like people from all types of generations and ages can actually like join into the universe and enjoy it. Whereas like and not that Saw is fit for kids or anything, but like I'm not gonna show my kid a little baby.
If you want to know a little bit about me, I actually when I was a kid, probably like 8 or something, I would look up like Saw death scenes on YouTube and just watch them because I knew my parents wouldn't let me watch the whole thing. Also Final Destination death scenes, but that is not as strong as a franchise as this, so I did not pick that. That one is sure, yeah. But it's no Saw. I'm just gonna say that. But I mean, I don't know. I mean, look around the con floor. I mean, I'm sure you'll find little kids in Terrifier costumes. I mean, listen, I'm not a parent. I'm not gonna judge anyone.
Maggie, you were talking Star Wars about capitalist, law, specifically about capitalist stuff, but I want to make an attack on capitalism of the James Bond franchise. That franchise has always made a big deal out of selling products that are branded with the 007 logo or something that are incredibly luxurious items, like an Aston Martin, Omega watches.
They had Heineken.
Heineken. Right, okay.
Heineken placement. That's pretty important.
You like James Bond, you have a Heineken. Are you kidding me?
That's fine.
Not even what does he drink, like scotch?
Yeah.
Not even
No, it's like it was like product placement in a couple movies, the Heineken.
That's not a positive argument.
Yeah, but it's like more affordable than like an Aston Martin.
Also, several of our franchises up here are franchises for the people. Alien was part of the great movie ride at Disney. Obviously, Star Wars line. Obviously, saw the ride in England, I think, right? And then, is there a Lord of the Rings land anywhere?
Hobbiton.
Hobbiton.
In New Zealand.
Hobbiton.
New Zealand.
Excuse me. It's a whole.
Airport has Gandalf.
What?
Just go to New Zealand.
Oh, it is coming?
Yeah, to Universal Studios Great Britain.
yeah.
Lord of the Rings land. It's been speculated.
But in New Zealand, there's Hobbiton that is already a whole little Hobbit village that you can go. You can even get married there. So.
Oh.
There is a Saw escape room in Vegas, and I think if you asked really nicely, they would let you get married there too. In the Saw bathroom.
I hope so.
The Saw bathroom is great.
Listen.
Yes.
All right. Okay. I kind of expected a little more, but all right. How about we start talking about your favorites in the franchise? Like, what is the definitive best one? Because if we're saying it's this, you're arguing for the best film franchise. Your choice for the best film, you're saying, is one of the best movies ever made, if not the greatest movie ever made. I've heard that about many entries in these specific franchises. Not all of them, but I would argue that each franchise here deserves a spot on like the pedestal of like the Letterboxd 100 or whatever. Whatever your favorite aggregator is, every franchise here has at least one banger.
wants to go first?
Saw his
Well,
hand, so.
yeah, I'll just say that Alien was inducted into the National Film Registry, Library of Congress, for historical preservation, which is, culturally, historically, or aesthetically significant. It is a blueprint for the creature feature in a way that no creature feature movie before it really became. Obviously, there were progenitors. There was stuff like, Queen of Blood, and of course, other monster movies and Invaders from Mars, whatever. But this was the one that really set a template that is now over 40 years old, and it's something that we're still not getting away from in the genre space. If you're making a sci-fi horror movie, or even just a horror movie about a creature, some sort of animal or some sort of thing, even more than Jaws, I would say. Jaws is obviously a very, very significant film, but I think Alien solidified the lessons that Jaws taught us cinematically, which is that don't show all the creature all the time, really give it a sense of mystery, a sense of awe, a sense of fear that's going to be lurking around every corner. We don't know where it is, and obviously giving us a progression in characters and themes, and obviously even just aesthetic.
I think for me, I'm not going to say this is the best film, but I do think it's the most representative of Star Wars as A New Hope or the original Star Wars. I think it's just like I said earlier, it's a perfect hero's journey encapsulated with what at the time groundbreaking special effects and an interesting world, and I think it sets this. I think it does set the stage for a lot of sci-fi films, and you can always see someone in modern day filmmaking kind of referencing Star Wars and the reverence that they have for that. I love Empire Strikes Back, but if I really had to pick, it would be A New Hope because they did it twice with Force Awakens. Also that's how good it is. So that's my pick.
Why did you choose Star Wars?
I don't know, man. I was freaking out. I don't want to Harry Potter or anything.
Quick, do Tron.
Okay, I'm switching to Tron.
There's only 2 movies so far. There's only 2 movies so far.
K-pop Demon Hunters.
Hey, there's the TV show Tron Uprising, okay? Okay, if I had to choose, I would say, I got bullet points, son. If I had to choose, I would probably choose the first one. I feel like that it was the perfect building block to the insanity that the franchise has become. But if you watch the first Saw movie, it's gory in the sense of a horror movie, but not more than the first Halloween movie maybe or something like that. Carrie Ellis has to cut off his foot, bummer. But it's really not that bad. It's more the drama of who put them there, how do they connect, what's going on, and I think those themes build in every single movie. Every single Saw movie, in my opinion, has something interesting to say, whether it's with the trap plot or the cop plot. There's always a very interesting reason of why the people in the Saw trap are there. Do they have to work together? Do they have to work against each other? What's going on? And I think Leigh Whannell and James Wan did a fantastic job in that first movie. And it's not in the sense of this first movie is so different from the rest, that's why it's the best one. It has its own charm, and it has its own, I don't know where I'm going with this. It has its own, language, I would say, that maybe the other Saw films extrapolate a lot, and they're more dramatic as the time goes on. But that first one, man, it is solid as a rock.
Well said. I was going to go with Casino Royale because that saved the franchise from, I guess, just the last movie, which just completely tanked. But yeah, Casino Royale just reintroduced the character to the modern audience. You had so many amazing set pieces in that. Had a banger opening song.
What's your favorite Bond song?
It's actually the last one from Billie Eilish. Billie Eilish, excuse me. Didn't say that. But yeah, No Time to Die had a great song. But yeah, no, there's just so much about that that's memorable. Came out, people had all these expectations, but that film just completely had fulfilled all your expectations on that movie. So. Going with that, yeah. Amazing film. I'm going to see it again.
You convince yourself to watch
Yeah.
It's like, you know what? I am right. That's my favorite franchise.
Convince myself.
If you convince one person.
There you go. Great. I, of course, have to go with the 2003 cinematic masterpiece, Return of the King. It is the end of the trilogy, but it also received the most accolades. As I've mentioned before, it is the first fantasy film to ever win an Academy Award, arguably, to bring in a whole period of fantasy in all of public media. I also like to say it is the first film to pass the 1 billion mark. So next to Titanic, but you know, for a fantasy, that's a pretty big deal. And we were speaking about strong female characters earlier, and I would say it has one of the most badass scenes featuring a woman on the battlefield, Aelin, when she literally wins the battle for the whole Middle Earth. So very, very exciting stuff in Return of the King, so that's why I think it's the best one of the franchise.
Okay, I want to take it to the audience for a little bit. Do you guys like these picks? Are you guys like, yeah, you can see why. Are they making good arguments? Do you guys? Yeah? I know, if you guys are like, no. Yeah. You might find out.
I'll put you in a saw trap, son.
What's your go-to saw trap?
Actually, one of the most iconic saw traps is called the shotgun carousel. I'm so glad you brought that up. That is in Saw 6, which is, like, people call it the healthcare one. And it is the healthcare, like, CEO, and all of his employees are in the other traps with him. So he either has to help them or beat them. And in the shotgun carousel, he has 6 of, like, his, like, team. Like, they call him, like, I don't know, the pit or the bullpen or whatever. I don't know. And they're all young, and they all are helping to make these decisions, which deny people coverage based on how much money that the healthcare union is going to make. It's called Umbrella, like, something. It's not Umbrella Corp, which I was like, oh, Resident Evil, that's cool. But the shotgun goes off 6 times, and he can stab his hand to decide to raise the shotgun up so it will not hit anyone, but he can only do that twice. So 4 people in this trap have to die, and he literally has to choose right in front of them, which what he has been doing behind a desk, shuffling papers. He has to choose right then and there who he's going to save, whose life he thinks has the most merit. Crazy.
So Maggie likes Saw.
Yeah, cool.
I think it's fine.
Love me speechless.
No one else wants to chime in? Okay.
I don't even know what the origin of that was.
I'm gonna go to the audience, but I wanted to give everyone a chance to rebuttal before I send it back.
I just want to say, it's a trap!
Oh, wow.
It is a saw trap.
Now look at us be, or it's cohesion.
He's on my team now.
I might be. You're getting like bomb arguments. I don't know.
Law.
You can't say that word.
The king. You chose Star Wars. Don't undersell yourself.
You have bullet points too. You got bullet points.
Yeah, use your bullet points.
Yeah, but they're like.
All right, well, while I was looking through that, audience, are there any franchises you think we missed? I jokingly mentioned Star Trek earlier, which I love. Again, I want to be clear, which I love. But is there anything else you're like, hey, no one mentioned Fast and Furious? Yes.
Family.
Yes. I'm going to give you guys time to think of your closing arguments. But Fast and Furious, I will say absolutely between 1 and 7. That's a perfect franchise until 7. Then that closes the story.
I love all the hands.
8 onwards, I'm not crazy about. Yes.
I just saw a panel today, Godzilla.
Oh yeah. Yeah. What's wrong with you? If no one picked Godzilla?
I haven't seen them all. Relax.
It's fine. It's fine.
You said pick the one that means the most.
Scream?
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it ended at 6, which is a perfect ending because they didn't do another one. And for a moment, I'll segue for a second. I was gonna argue for a franchise as well up here, but between moderating and that, I was like, there's no fucking way. And that was gonna be my pick. I think Scream 1 and 4 are like genuine masterpieces. I think those are 2 of the best movies ever made, regardless of genre. I think 1 to 4 and 6 are incredibly entertaining. Like, I could put them on at any time. Scream 5 doesn't work for me, but I was going to lie about that if I was arguing for that too. That's fine. Scream 6 rules.
We got a hand back there.
Back there. Yeah.
I love Evil.
Yes.
Who's evil now?
Did you guys see like all the ashes walking around today too?
I did it.
Yeah, there was a bunch. Yeah.
And
Were they
spin-off
cute?
show, Ash vs. Evil Dead.
These are movie franchises, people. Movies.
But
You can
Impact
mention.
to have a spin-off.
Yeah. Okay, Back to the Future. It's 3. It counts. It counts.
Missio?
Madame Marble.
Okay.
I was gonna say if I wanted to make a serious argument that my husband would love, it would be the 28 Days Later.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sure.
If I wanted
Thank you.
to pick one that would get everyone mad at me, I'd pick Twilight.
No. Okay, so we're recording a live podcast as well, so I'll just repeat it. It was Twilight in the 28 franchise. People like Twilight now. You're good. You're in the clear. Like that's just fair game. Yeah, I love 28 Days and 28 Years Later as well. Week's kind of underrated. I don't love it, but underrated. Yeah.
Also one of my honorable mentions. He's had his.
Oh, sorry. Here it is.
I was just gonna say it's technically old, but also technically new. Dune.
Yep.
Oh,
Dune. Yeah. Wait. Do you fuck with the David Lynch Dune?
Yeah.
That counts.
Okay.
That counts.
It's interesting, right? It's like yeah.
It's not like I just really like Dune just because, if only just because of the fact that it inspired so much. Like talk about Star Wars, like Tatooine was just basically Arrakis.
yeah.
The suns, the
Damn it.
the Sarlacc.
Even the
is
audience,
literally
even the
just-
audience is roasting.
Why didn't you say that?
Yep.
It's like George Lucas like took all of Dune and said, let's make a multi-billion-dollar franchise off of that. And it's in Star Wars defense, that's just one plan.
Yeah.
Star Wars does have a lot
I
of
knew
other
you could
plans,
say that.
but Dune is kind of where it
Top
started.
It's Arrakis, not Arrakis.
We should do this panel again once Messiah comes out, and I'll talk about it. I swear to God.
Oh, we only got like 7 minutes left.
And back there.
Okay, 2 more. One over there and then one in the front, but in the back.
I might be in the minority here with this one because you bring up like live action franchises, which for the most part great. When I think of like animated style, like Toy Story come to mind.
Oh.
But
Toy Story rips.
fourth one kind of ruined it. So for me, it's like How to Train Your Dragon.
Okay.
He said How to Train Your Dragon.
Include the live action with that? I haven't seen that. I'm not fighting. Do you include the live action?
Live action and How to Train Your Dragon.
Was good.
It's good.
Didn't add to
It was serviceable.
Serviceable.
I've not seen that version yet, but I love How to Train Your Dragon. So. I think everyone loves How to Train Your Dragon. Like that's not a bad choice at all. Okay, one more, Chad.
Shrek.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
No?
I don't fuck with 3, but 1 and 2 are
See,
the
it's
best.
people say Shrek, but then people are like, "Oh, the first 2 are amazing. First 2 are amazing."
Okay. Well, last one.
Say it.
Oh shit! Yes.
It's hot. Yeah.
We could end the panel on that. Yeah, we all fucked up. Oh shit! We're not. We're gonna wrap up.
We all defend Muppets.
Yeah. So the Muppet
You won.
Family
We're not giving anything away, but you won.
Yeah.
Yes. Wow. Okay. Okay, we have to start closing out our arguments because we're running out of time. So let's do it from the top again. Bill.
Yeah.
You ready?
For what?
One last closing statement.
Wrapping up.
I win. The end. No. Oh, here, really quick, and then at the end of this, you guys applause. I'm gonna say the franchise name out loud, and then you guys applaud for which one you want to win.
Whoa.
Okay.
Make it fast.
It's scary, thrilling, progressive, exciting, deep, bizarre, unsettling, nightmarish. And that's just one of the movies, and they're all just like that.
The end. Fuck it.
I will say that Star Wars remains a beloved franchise because of its cultural impact, iconic characters, groundbreaking special effects, and versatile universe that allows for diverse storytelling. Also, great marketing and merchandising. And that is why I choose Star Wars.
Go to Galaxy's Edge right now.
Yeah. That's my TM.
There's a theme park.
I've always been really bad at essays and final statements, so I don't know if there's anything that I have not said, but I just think Staw's amazing. Guys, it's just really good. I don't know. It's just you should watch it. Piranha. That's a Saw reference if you didn't get it.
I did not.
I guess I'll just instead of a statement, I'll just leave you with a question, which is, do you want to play a game?
Yeah, I think James Bond will last the test of time. They're going to make keep making. No, they will. They'll keep making it 60 years from now. But if you grew up on like GoldenEye or any of the games and movies, like it's just just has like a special place in your heart. So love that.
Kind of like Star Wars.
Yeah.
In 60 years, it'll be made by AI.
Don't even joke about that.
Don't joke.
The A stands for Amazon.
Well, to conclude, for Team Lord of the Rings, it not only has a significant cultural impact, like I said, it has inspired multiple movements. It has inspired games like Dungeons and Dragons. It has inspired clothing. Even the Renaissance fair that a lot of people go to. So, like I said, it has inspired a full Renaissance revival movement. But also, it has received the most accolades if you care about award-winning accolades. But it has, and it also has seen almost every style of media, from animation, there's an animated trilogy, to graphic novels. So, like I said, it kind of covers everything. And at the end of the day, this panel is called One Franchise to Rule Them All.
I didn't name the
So that's how I'd like to end.
Bias. All right, Lord of the Rings. I'm gonna be real. I didn't expect that. Good arguments. I was surprised. Like, okay. James Bond. Okay, guys, come on. Most of those are good.
No, they're speaking with their hearts.
Saw. Star Wars.
That's awesome.
Okay, for the record, I like Star Wars way more than you do, Law, clearly. Maybe you should moderate next time. Yeah. Also, the sequel trilogy, 2 out of 3 are good, so that's it. Bill, Alien.
I don't know.
By cheers, it was Lord of the Rings. By arguments, it was one of these two for me.
I follow my heart.
Damn.
My heart's leading me to the sauna bathroom.
It does.
Yeah, Diego, it's up to you to decide.
It's all on your
You can you're still trying to choose me.
You know what? That was a good practice round.
We can't do it again. Okay, Alien.
Let's skip over me. Let's go straight to Saw.
If you're gonna shoot for Star Wars.
No! Yeah, Star Wars. You guys got quieter.
We all saw it coming.
They're not. They weren't listening. Just say it again.
Saw?
Oh, they got less.
Okay.
Good.
Bond.
Same.
Thank you. Lord of the Rings. If it's because of those 3 movies, it's still the right choice. Yeah, congratulations, Lord of the Rings.
Congratulations.
For showing up to our panel. One franchise to rule them all. Thank you to all of our panelists. You guys are great.
I forgive you.
Okay, well, yeah.
Great points.
You guys did have great points. Our audience was great. Thank you for showing up.
Yes, thank you.
New friends, old friends, really appreciate you. This has been a blast. We love doing this every Comic-Con that we can. Hopefully we'll be back next year with all these guys and maybe even more cool guests. So stay tuned. Follow us on all of our socials, the Lawful Press Movie Podcast. You guys want to do your socials just really quick when we head out the door?
Oh, we started with, okay.
I'll be sure to go that way.
I'm Bill Beer on all of my socials, and yeah, that's it.
I'm at Law J Sharma. Just pop a J in the middle, but that's where I am everywhere.
I'm at Maggie Kingdom on everything.
At G9892 on Instagram and Twitter, and then our podcast is on YouTube, Spotify, and SoundCloud. And look for us on Instagram and Twitter for as long as that's around.
And I'm as told by Felicia on all socials. It's been fun debating movies.
Thank you, guys. I'm at the Diego Crespo on Twitter, Diego Crespo Grams on Instagram, and we've been the Lawful Press Movie Podcast. Thank you all so much.
Oh,
Can someone please?
Never mind.
Thank you.
We can.